guys, so I have another review for you, and it's a TV show review, and, well, technically it should be a season review, but either way, and that is on Orphan Black, which was only $22, but I got it for $12 off Amazon because, I had a, gift card, so that worked. But, yeah, Orphan Black, and it's, plays on BBC. It's a BBC America show, but I believe right now it's playing over in the BBC, on the BBC. So yeah, but anyway, so basically the whole premise of Orphan Black, there will be spoilers. Not a lot, but there will be spoilers. Basically the whole premise of Orphan Black is it starts off with this girl named Sarah, who's played by Tatiana Maslany. Yeah, I'll just tell you who it stars. It stars Tatiana Maslany, Dylan Bruce, Jordan Gabris, Kevin Hanchard, Michael Mando, and Maria Doyle Kennedy. If I mispronounce any of those names, I apologize. But anyway, Tatiana plays this character named Sarah Manning, and Sarah's coming back to, make her life right so that she can get her daughter Kira back. And while she's at the train station, she sees this woman who's very distraught, and she is, placing all of her stuff on the side, and as Sarah gets closer to her, she turns around and the woman looks exactly like Sarah, exactly. And then the woman proceeds to jump in front of a train and kill herself. Sarah then decides to swipe the chick's purse and finds out that the woman's name is Beth Childs, and then from there she takes Beth's identity. And then from there we find out that because Sarah's an orphan, so she doesn't know anything about her family or past. So she thinks maybe she had a twin sister, or her friend Felix thinks, oh, maybe I had a twin. And then she also meets Beth's boyfriend Paul, which kind of makes it even more trickier, and also finds out that Beth's a cop. So that makes it even more difficult. But then Sarah finds out that she doesn't have a twin. Beth's not her twin. Beth is her clone, because she meets Katya Obinger, who gets shot in the back of her car. And then from there she meets Allison Hendricks and Cosima, who I can't remember Cosima's last name. And she starts to discover there are clones, a bunch of clones, and she's not the, all of them are very different looking, but they all look the same. And they're all played by Tatiana Maslany, which is what blows my mind about this show. And so basically they're trying to figure out who's killing the clones, because they find out a bunch of other ones are dying too, so they're trying to figure out who it is, and they find out it's this woman named Helena, who's also a clone, but she's been convinced that she's the original and all the other girls are, abominations, and they need to be wiped out by this religious nut named Tomas, who basically raised Helena and made her think that, made her crazy. So that's basically the premise of the show. I love it. I watched the first episode when it premiered on BBC America, but my mom didn't like it, so I couldn't finish watching it. And then I tried to watch it online, but it just became too much of a hassle because of schoolwork and trying to find good links that worked. So finally I saw it on, like I said, I saw it on Amazon, and I bought it. It's only 10 episodes for the first season, and I finished this in 2 days. It is so good, guys. I can't praise Tatiana Maslany any more than I possibly can. You literally watch this show, and it's like you forget that it's one woman playing all these characters, because she makes them so different, from their accents to how they walk, how they stand, she just makes them so different. And, another way of showing how great of an actress is you have scenes where she's playing one character that's pretending to be another one. There's a scene where Sarah, the whole thing is Sarah's pretending to be Beth, but then there's also a time when Sarah has to pretend to be Allison, and where Allison has to pretend to be Sarah, and Helena pretends to be Beth, and it's so good, because just seeing her portraying a character that's pretending to, portray another character is brilliant. And I thought she was genuinely British until I saw interviews with her and what's his name, Jordan. I thought they were both British until I saw interviews and found out they're not British. I was like, oh, you fooled me. But to see these scenes where Sarah's trying to get an American accent so she can be Beth, or Allison's trying to get a British accent so she can be Sarah, it's just freaking so good. And Jordan's character, Felix, who is Sarah's best friend slash brother, like, he is so hilarious. He is the comic relief of the show. And he's does such a good job. I love Felix. He is so awesome. And then you have Dylan Bruce, who's Paul, who you kind of don't trust, but then you kind of start to trust him, but then you don't trust him again. Paul's a very wishy-washy character. But you have this really, but you kind of like him with Sarah. And then you have Cosima, who falls for this girl named Delphine, who you know right away she can't be trusted, and even Cosima knows this, but she falls for it anyway. And then it's the same thing with Sarah and Paul, where it's like, you don't want her to fall for Delphine because you don't want Cosima to get hurt, but you think it's cute and you want it to work out. Yeah. So I highly recommend this show. It's so good. And here, real quick, if you can see the back, there's some examples of the different looks. Like, that's supposed to be Beth, that's Katya, that's Sarah, that's Allison. I think that's just Sarah again, but yeah, it's so good. I just can't praise this show enough. I really, really loved it. I think it's playing over on BBC in the UK now. Watch it. And if you haven't, buy the DVD or see if you can like rent it from somewhere or watch it online. Just watch this show. It's so good. Series 2 is premiering in April. Ugh, that's the one thing I hate about British television. It takes so long to get new seasons. But I'm so glad I got into this show. I can't wait for the next season. I've heard rumors that we're going to get new clones, which I'm excited about. But yeah, and I think my favorite is Sarah. I think there's 7 of them. I forgot to mention Rachel. You meet her near the end of the season. But I think my favorites would go, 7 would be, oh my god, I can't remember. 7 would be Rachel, then Beth, then Katya, then Allison, then Helena, then Cosima, then Sarah. Helena, she's insane, but I loved Helena. And Allison's basically insane and a freaking nut, but I loved Allison. And Cosima's just so laid back and awesome. And Sarah's like the main girl, so how can you not like Sarah? But yeah, strongly recommend you watch it. Check it out. If you have watched it, I want to talk to y'all down below in the comments. Let's do this. So yeah, that's my review of Orphan Black. I did warn you. I think I warned you. If I didn't, I'll put something in the front to warn you spoilers, but there were spoilers, sorry. But yeah, so like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Until next time, bye guys.